my hair is growing back thicker and fuller. My balding dad looks like he's growing a forehead 2.0, and I'm starting to worry my pick.
There's a lot of like atheists and secular people that just like to dismiss Christianity as being foolish. You know, it's just fairy tales. I hear that amongst, self-professed intelligent people. Like it's a fairy tale. I'm like, I don't know if that's true. I think there's more to it. I think it's history.
Yeah, I used to love all that new atheist stuff.
Me too. But a lot of those guys fell apart. And all those guys get real persnickety. They don't seem very enlightened. They don't seem like they're at peace.
This is a very, very different type of conversation than you would have heard on the Joe Rogan Experience 5 or 10 years ago. That's for sure. Let's get into this.
We were having this conversation yesterday, and I said to Constantine, the great thing about an ideology is it gives you certainty.
Mm-hmm.
The terrible thing about an ideology is
It gives you certainty.
That is so true. And it's also the appealing thing about it.
Oh, yeah.
I've always been attracted to the idea that these people, really believe. It's fascinating when I watch, super religious people that are praying 5 times a day, and, that is amazing. Look how dedicated they are to that thing. There's an attractiveness to that. God, I wish I was, if I was that dedicated to something, I'd probably be, way more stable in my life.
Yeah.
You're just locked in, and everybody believes, and, you see people talking about the religion with utmost certainty,
Now, this conversation you're going to see is going to progress past that of just pick an ideology, any ideology, and that'll work. It's going to move past that in a really interesting way. So let's keep going here.
Wish I was that certain. Those guys are so certain they're willing to die.
it also gives you a lot of inner peace. It does. If you don't have that, which I don't, and I've got a friend who's a devout Muslim, and he's going through tough times at the moment. And I say to him, how do you get through this? And he's like, bro, I've got my religion, I've got God, and I know everything's going to be okay. He's a great guy. And he goes, I pray 5 times a day. It really helps me. And it makes me realize and understand that what I'm going through is part of his plan. It's part of his plan.
It's worth putting a pin in this and saying, yes, even for a Muslim as opposed to an atheist or something, there is actually a benefit, a general grace, a general benefit that you have by understanding that there is a God above you, and if that's true, then you're from somewhere, you're for something. There's, in a sense, there's truth in every religion, but that's a separate question than which religion is actually ultimately true if the religions of the world make competing truth claims, right? Like the law of the excluded middle, they can't all be true at the same time and in the same sense. We'll get into that momentarily, but for now, let's keep going.
No, if you really do believe that, it definitely will help you.
I haven't got there, but I have started going to church every now and again.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah. It's actually people that are going to try to make their lives better, trying to be a better person. And they're trying to, for me at least, I go to, they read and analyze passages in the Bible. I'm really interested in what these people were trying to say, because I don't think it's nothing. There's a lot of atheists and secular people that just like to dismiss Christianity as being foolish. It's just fairy tales. I hear that amongst, self-professed intelligent people. It's a fairy tale. I'm I don't know if that's true. I think there's more to it. I think it's history, but I think it's a confusing history. It's a confusing history because it was a long time ago, and it's people telling things in an oral tradition and writing things down in a language that you don't understand, in the context of a culture that you don't understand. And I think there's something to what they're saying. I think there's a reason why they all have a flood myth. I think there's a reason they all have a very similar story of catastrophic floods and chaos, and then that jives with what geologists are finding and what these people are finding that are exploring the Younger Dryas impact theory, that there was floods, massive, enormous amounts of water that are instantaneously released from melting ice caps all over the world because of comet impacts. It happened. There's evidence, physical evidence of this happening. And I think that's what they're trying to say in these stories. I just think it's so confusing. It's so confusing because you're dealing with a time so long ago. We talk about how different people live today on Earth, but only more similar today than we would be reacting or interacting with a society that existed 6,000 years ago.
Galileo said this the best. He says, God has given us two books, the book of nature and the book of scripture, or the book of his world and the book of his word. Galileo says these two books, if they're actually from the same source, will actually never contradict each other, will never compete with each other. There'll never be a disparity between these two books if they're both actually given to us by God. But it's a problem because you have people interpreting the book of nature, that's called science, and you have people interpreting the book of scripture, that's called theology. So science and theology are both possibly going to contradict. If you have a wrong interpretation and a right interpretation, you can have a conflict. If you have two right interpretations, you're not going to have a conflict. But I think what he's recognizing, that there's an internal claim within scripture being stated and an external event that claim is actually attached to. There's the book of God's word and there's the exterior book of God's world, and they actually unify. They're actually two sides of the same coin in a sense. Let's keep going.
So you're writing things down on animal skins frantically and hiding them in clay jars and Qumran, and like, I hope somebody finds this someday. And then thousands of years later, someone does. They find these ancient scrolls and they pull them out, and they're versions of stories from the Bible. So these people have been telling these same stories for thousands of years. Like, well, okay, what were they trying to say? That's what's interesting to me. I don't think it's nothing.
No.
I think there's something to it, and there's a reason why it resonates with people. And Christianity in particular is the most fascinating to me because there's this one person that everybody agrees existed that somehow or another had the best plan for how human beings should interact with each other and behave, and was the best example of it, and even died in a non-violent way, didn't even protest, died on the cross, supposedly for our sins. Like, it's a fascinating story.
And he didn't say it by name, but when he's talking about Qumran and things being placed in jars, he's talking about the Dead Sea Scrolls. He has in his mind, certainly, the Great Isaiah Scroll and the whole conversation with Wes Huff and all of that, where you have not just some stories, some information, but you have,
let's find out if they got paid today. Come on. Excuse me, did you get paid today? I will give you $500 right now if you...
Isaiah 53. You have the entire book of Isaiah intact and pre-incarnation, before Jesus, talking about Jesus. That's going to become relevant in a second here.
What does it represent, though? That's the real thing. What was that? Like, what happened? Who was Jesus Christ if it was a human being? What was that? That's wild.
Well, Jordan's idea, as I understand it, is that the point of the story, if you like, is it's about voluntary self-sacrifice. It's about the fact that to have a good society, people have to be willing to sacrifice something of themselves for others. And that's what Jesus is, and that story is supposed to inspire in all of us.
Well, but it's a historical human being, too, though.
Yeah.
The historically documented human being. That's where it gets weird, because there's a universal depiction of what this human being was like that doesn't seem to vary that much between all the people that knew him. That gets weird.
You know, see, this is amazing. So I cannot even believe what I'm seeing right now. Yes, and, right? Yes, Jesus is the ideal human being. Yes, he does have the highest ethical teaching. Yes, he is, in a sense, like a myth. And, thank you, Joe, he is a historic person. This is that classic C.S. Lewis path that you go down, where you go, wait a second. Is it possible that there is a true myth? Is it possible that the reason that myths all share these attributes in common is because they're actually human imagination developing and reflecting something that's actually literally true? Are we the damsel in distress? Is he, the hero, come to save us? Etc., etc. Do we manifest these stories because they are our story? Let's keep going.
If you go to Jerusalem, you can go to the Garden of Gethsemane, For those people who don't know, that's where Jesus was arrested by the Roman soldiers. It still exists. You can go there 2,000 years later, and you just literally walk around this place. You're just like, my God. Like, the connection to those stories, it's right there.
I actually have a rock on this bookshelf that is from the archaeological site of the house of King David that is now undisputed, but that didn't come about until the 90s. So the point is, the more that we dig, the more that we understand, the more that it is clear that the stories of the Bible are things that actually took place at that location in history.
And if you don't have something to believe in, there's not a thing that you follow that you believe is making you be a better version of yourself, be a better person. If you're just relying on opinions, whatever you think is the normal thing to do, then you know what you get? You get those people that are unable to answer the question whether or not you should protect an unborn fetus, whether or not they have human rights. No, they don't. They just, like, that's what you get. That's what you get when you have no religion. Yeah, if you have religion, wow, that's a good question. That's a very good question.
If you are truly a truth seeker, you will realize that there is much more going on to this experience that we're all having here on planet Earth than just matter and motion. And I think Joe's on a very beautiful trajectory right now. His curiosity is paying off. He's barking up the right tree. He's connecting dots. And I love to see it. I am here for every step of the way.
Also, as well, we look at the new atheist movement, and that's something that I really followed, Dawkins and all these kind of people who pointed out the ridiculousness of certain religions, etc., etc. And then we don't need religion. I think that's fundamentally inaccurate. I think human beings need religion.
I don't know if you need it, but it definitely can help.
But I think societies need it.
Yeah. I just think it's silly to dismiss all these stories as being useless. I think they were trying to say something. And I don't know what that something is, but the deeper you dive into it, the more interesting it gets.
Yeah. Well, last time we had Richard on the show, if you remember, he kind of pushed it.
Yeah.
And his as far as we could get it, he was like, well, maybe it's a story that's useful, but it's still not true. And I'm going, well, if it's useful, maybe we should hang on to it for a little bit, Do we want to throw away something that's useful because we're so fixated on literal truth when this is a metaphor, right?
Yeah.
And even there, Joe's like, perhaps. And I think Joe's like, yeah, that's a problem. It's not just a cool story. It's not just, you can't just call it a fairy tale. You can't just call it a myth when it actually took place in history. That is the dynamic tension here that is moving Joe forward, I believe. We'll keep going.
Okay. So yeah, I've kind of moved on that. I used to love all that new atheist stuff.
Me too.
How long do you think this shutdown will last?
More than 35 days.
Goat?
But a lot of those guys fell apart. And all those guys get real persnickety. They don't seem very enlightened. Like they're beats. Which is interesting, because that's the true Christians that I've met, and I've met some legitimate, very charitable, kind Christians. They're some of the happiest and kindest people I've ever met,
and that's borne out in the statistics as well.
These three gentlemen on the Joe Rogan podcast, following the path of the conversation that they did, recognizing that there isn't just an abstract, metaphorical, value at the top of the hierarchy of values type of truth that Jesus is. He's also historic, actual, and literally true. And those two types of truth merge on Jesus in Nazareth in history, and they cause all of us to have to face the question of, was he really who he said that he was? Is it actually possible that the creator of the universe entered into the story, like Shakespeare writing himself into Hamlet, in order to buy back man for himself, in order to make a way that we can be reunited with ultimate reality himself? Is the Christian story actually true? If it is, it's extremely good news. If it is true, it is the best possible news for every single person, because we are all a part of the problem of evil. And there is no other known solution to the problem of evil other than this gift that Jesus has given us of his innocence. Jesus as both being just and the justifier of all of us. And God returns. Jesus. I will suffer the consequences of evil myself, and I will give as a free gift innocence, forgiveness, grace to anybody. I mean,
So if you can have a guy that's in the audience that's yelling, I should now should be, I now should be, and then that guy gets arrested for child charges, like what is what's going on here?
but there was something else going on. Epstein was not some sort of whiz kid hedge fund manager. Epstein was playing a part. Epstein was a larger. Epstein was cast for a specific role, and he played it really well.
I don't believe this kid right now could possibly. I don't necessarily think they know what's going on yet. There's a lot of weird shit going on with this. None of these things make any sense to me. Like you're telling me that this kid.
Have you guys seen the 3i Atlas fucking interstellar comet thing?
Yeah, I've been following that. Are we going to get hit?
No, we're not going to get hit, but it's the third interstellar object we've ever seen. It's by far the fastest one, and it has a lot of bizarre, eccentric things that it's doing. Like it's off-gassing, it's too far away from the sun to be letting off too much CO2. It's basically like refactoring the way that people understand interstellar objects because of that's when based on its relationship with within a certain percentage point of probability that it could have been what caused the WOW signal in 1979, which is at that radio frequency.
Oh, they that way. They figured out
yeah.
That was like reflected radio traffic or something.
Yeah, that's what it's like. There's a lot of these really strange little. There's this guy Avi Loeb or whatever the fuck his name is, a Harvard astrophysicist or whatever they call those people. But it's really interesting.
I think they're going to take a good look at it using that there's an orbiter around Mars, and I think it'll have a good look at it when it comes pretty close. So
Yeah.
when it gets close to our sun, like you said, we're going to be on the opposite side.
Yeah.
When you say interstellar object, that just means something out there.
Yeah, it's shot in. It's shooting
We've only seen 3 of those ever.
Yeah.
Everything around us is orbiting our sun. All the comets, the meteorites, the asteroids, the Oort cloud, all that stuff way the fuck out there, going out to an entire light year away is being gravitationally connected to our sun, and it's part of our solar system. Solar is the name of the sun is the Sol. It's Sol. So the solar system is everything that's in our sun system. But
You're telling me now that else. Everything's so.
Yeah, it's very interesting though, and I think the likelihood that it's aliens, according to a Harvard astrophysicist science guy, is like 30% or some shit like that. That it's artificial.
What a funny day. He's sitting down. They're like, we need you to have your report on your percentage guesses, and he's just like 30. Like a 30. 30 is good enough. They're gonna perfect that. If I say 41, it sounds like I did some math here. Instead of going with it. Yeah. No, it has the alien has no idea that.
Yes.
Why is it it could slow down. Like it could have been going faster and slowed down.
It's way too slow for generational shit. Like it's going like 90,000 kilometers per hour or something. It would take like 70,000 years to get to the next star if that's too deep.
Yeah, that's why there's a I'm not. You said this explained away with the wow signal thing, but that's why they even thought that could be a possibility. Because like in 1979, it was just coming to the fucking edge of our shit where we could measure what it's doing. But yeah, I think it's going like it's going much faster than Aurora and Borisov, the other two interstellar objects. I don't remember how fast. I think it's like 100 some thousand.
You know how big it is?
Yeah, it's multiple kilometers. I know that. Let me see. How big it is.
Because usually the numbers to do the space stuff are so, I mean, literally astronomical that when you hear this is the third interstellar object, like that's crazy. Either our detection is more inferior and like anachronistic than we think, or truly
I didn't realize how uncommon it was for things from others.
It's not uncommon.
Yeah.
there's only three.
Only three.
That's a lot.
We're detecting them more now because the tech has gotten better, because they put up better radio telescopes, and there's one in Hawaii and one in South America.
Yeah.
I think the one in Hawaii detected a Neobor, which to explain the name away. But we're just getting better tech and better telescopes and are looking more. It's not that I think it's rare that interstellar objects happen. I mean, the fact that it happens so big is a head scratcher to them, because
Yeah.
most objects out there aren't that big. So for one that big
Right.
to show up is weird.
And that big to thread the needle from that point of space to pass so closely by 3 planets. That's another one of the big, points for the science people, is
No.
that it's like kind of threading the needle through our solar system.
Could this be overblown?
No.
Because NASA is trying to cover for the fact that they will not go back to the moon.
They will.
Those more months.
And they live up to their promise.
Remember? They pushed it back. They pushed
I
it
know,
back.
I do, but I love that those sooner than deadline. I've never been able to give one of those my entire career.
That's so. It is such a fuck you estimation. Like, people really want to go back to the moon again. It was pretty neat. And they're like, get fucked. No sooner than 2025. Get off their asses at NASA. Get us back to the moon. Find something neat up there. No more of these fucking amoebas. No more of these little bullshit. Maybe it's life. Maybe it's not. Lizard or bigger. Like it's. It has to be lizard. Lizard or bigger. But they've gone back to this well.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of lizards, slight tangent, but we have there's a birdhouse that has been left on my back porch, and a fucking lizard lives in it now. He goes in it.
What's his name?
His name is Bob Mariner. It's not focusing, but he's right there on the front porch basking. There's a birdhouse. His name is Bob Mariner. It's not focusing, but he's right there on his front porch basking. He basks on his front porch. We never hung up the birdhouse, and turns out lizards will just live in stuff like a bird will. And we have a lizard, Bob Mariner is his name, and he basks on his front porch, runs inside really fast whenever you walk out. He fucking zips in there. He lives in it, some bitch.
Your house sounds so whimsical.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 10 dogs running around.
Yeah. Quail.
6 what? Quail?
Cubbies of quail.
I didn't even know that was the unit of measurement. What was a cubby?
Little 8 to 12 birds. Cubby quail.
Groups of 8 to 12 quail?
Yeah. That we're not going to shoot them. No, there's a bobwhite quail live in Texas, and we have a natural population on our property, and we're trying to bolster and keep the numbers high because they're amazing, beautiful little birds, and I love them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I love quail, and they have we have a recall box that they can stay in.
You have a lot of love in you. If there was a spider monkey on your property, you'd be like,
Oh, I'd figure out a way to spend time with them.
You'd build an even bigger birdhouse.
Birds will live there, dude.
so-called flushable.
plumber's best friend or foresight?
And who's the number?
In late 2025, the inner solar system is about to experience something astronomers rarely see. A surge of giant comets, including the interstellar visitor 3, I/Atlas, all crowding Earth's neighborhood worlds. Forget routine sky events. This accident means rare scientific windows of urgent states, as bizarre jets and solar storms threaten to reshape what we know about the origins of these icy wanderings. Why are so many giants waking up now? What could they reveal or destroy before the year passes? Here's how the common traffic jam essentially began. Four giant comets, not just red, but almost unheard of. The inner solar system, usually a stage for the anomalous communication pair, is suddenly crowded. Astronomers around the world have professional observatories and factor for light and pressure, with every clear night bringing a new target and new data set. This is not the usual slow parade as instead, it's a traffic jam, with each comet demanding urgent attention and offering an equal chance to catch phenomena that may not repeat for decades. The lineup is striking. There's an interstellar traveler, 3I/Atlas, whose hyperbolic path cuts through the solar system at a steep retrograde angle. Alongside it, three bright comets, Lemon, Swan, and K1/Atlas, are all approaching or passing their closest points to the sun, each following its own path.
But, but
Everyone's afraid of going to contention. After all, getting your smile fixed could be painful and expensive. However, there's a new way of getting your new smile done. They're way less than what you think. And all of this while using cutting-edge technology to complete the procedure with significantly less pain. My name is Dr. Travis Kendall, and I'm the founder of Texas Racing Dental and Implant Company. We create dental transformations within 24 hours. We have offices in both Longview and Tyler, Texas. And over the past 15 years, we've treated thousands of patients looking to regain their confidence with a brand new smile that reflects who they really are. After all, our smile deeply affects our confidence. And it's been confirmed that smiling.
The easiest person to deceive is the one who thinks they can't be deceived. Let's get right to it. Tonight is the night, ladies and gentlemen. We got lots and lots of updates going around on 3i Atlas. We're going to talk about these US proposals as well. Apparently something else crash landed. They are saying it's just the space junk. I want to start off with that, and we got lots of stuff to get into, so let's get right to it. Real quick though, I got to shout out you guys. Shout out to Kat, Chris, the homie Aquanubi, and Ronald Weasley. Shout out to you guys for all the love on the yes. Subscribe, none of that. Let's get right to it. Check this out, roll up.
This is the moment police in WA, with their body cams rolling, approached the giant chunk of metal and carbon fibre which was found on a remote road near a mine site close to the town of Newman. It was initially spotted still flaming hot by local miners.
Certainly not something we deal with every day. I passed a photo into artificial intelligence, so the AI indicated was possible space debris re-entry, and it appears to be real.
Really a small probability that you will see all of these anomalies. I'm not saying it's necessarily alien tech, but I do recommend that you take your vacation early rather than later, because, you know, our life
too late.
I knew Avi was going to get me with some math.
The PTO might not be approved. So this is the one Jeremy Corbell was talking about. Yo, if you have missed the last night's video, yeah, Jeremy Corbell was talking about Dr. Avilov saying that, yo, take your vacation before October 29th, okay? But obviously, he's kind of joking around and all that, so he ain't that serious, so perhaps he is.
And then he threw that equation at me. My brain just about exploded. Avi, we got to go real quick. Is there a date we should know, yes or no, on this, or what it is?
Yeah, I believe that by January we should have a good idea about the nature of the operation.
Love having you here, Avi Loeb. You're the man. Professor Avi Loeb, thank you, sir.
By that time, it's going to leave the orbit, right? Or not the orbit, but the galaxy or something like that. Okay, I don't know how fast is that thing going to be leaving the galaxy, but...
Things to come. We'll talk to you soon. Talk again in January, hopefully. Thank you. That was a good set, right? If we're still here and, you know, yes, all is well.
A mysterious object burned on a BHP mine site 30 kilometres east of Newman. Serendipitous staff promptly dialing 000 yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It looks like a fuel tank from a rocket.
Investigators confirming the carbon fibre waste is not from a commercial aircraft. Space agencies often dropping debris into the atmosphere.
It is on purpose.
They're cooling the skies, they're cooling the space overall.
This rocket body has landed back, but it could just be the way it's been tumbling, and that piece has been able to survive.
Maybe this is why these airships of UFO crashing on the planet, right? Everybody always is like, yo, aren't they intelligent enough to not crash on this planet? I guess they just don't understand us to that degree, right? Because wherever we go, bro, we just shit the bed, right? We basically, we go in space, okay, like, bro, gotta drop the garbage here. Perhaps the space debris, all the space junk is what hitting them, and then they crash because they're not anticipating that, right? Space rocks, they're fine, but space junk caused by humans, not so much.
Say it's too early to confirm its origin.
We've been told that it could take weeks and months.
Western Australia is no stranger to what? The Australian Space Agency says once it works out where this recent wreck has come from, it'll arrange to send it back to its owner.
Okay.
The Australian Space Agency is still investigating the source of yesterday's discovery. It says there's no threat to public safety.
I mean, if it meant that there's no threat to public safety, why would you even say that? I guess, yeah, the reports were, or people were probably freaking out. Yo, man, aliens crashed. UFO crashed, you know? I guess that's probably why they're saying, no, guys, everything is fine. But, you know, in 2012 movie, if they tell you to not panic, that's when you panic. That was actually a quote from them. Crazy.
You got hit, even as a passenger or in an Uber, you would need to try this.
A rare green balloon is going to make its closest approach to the Earth in 2 days. Although it'll be about 55 million miles away, it may be visible as a soft green glow up in the western sky. It should happen sometime right after sunset. So better look, of course, sky watchers. You may want to have binoculars or a telescope in an area away from all the city lights. And don't blink. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the green comet.
Get the telescope ready!
It's not expected to return to Earth for another 1,000 years, but KTLA will be there.
Sky is putting on a show this week, including a meteor shower and a rare double comet encounter.
Now, the main event. 2 different comets will be racing across the sky, starting with Comet Lemon, which was named after...
So we got another one? What the hell? We got another one? How many are... Of course, there are tons of comets out there for sure. Like, you know what I mean? But what about
the Arizona Observatory, who discovered it earlier this year? It will have a soft green glow.
A magnitude of 4, which is visible to the naked eye, so it's relatively bright. And in fact, it's going to reach its closest approach to Earth starting on October 21st.
So it can be seen during the late evening just above the horizon. Look north, northwest, and not too far from the Big Dipper just after sunset.
everyone northwest, okay? Look northwest. Shout out to the homie James. Check this one out. Roll it.
So when it comes to 3i Atlas, things are just getting crazier and crazier. Your dog's feeling it, I'm feeling it, everyone's feeling it.
Yeah.
Posted 4 days ago by Wesley Dos Santos and many other accounts, a leaked video, supposed leaked video.
That's fair. That's fair. There's no way.
It doesn't look like a comic, does it? But it could be fake. But we'll never know. The satellites could be taking pictures of these things went dark about a week ago. So
yeah,
what exactly?
That's the one. You know, this is where you can make tons of different types of arguments, and your guess is going to be as good as mine. Yeah, NASA shutting down when things get interesting. Never a straight answer, huh? They're always going to stick to never a straight answer. That's NASA for you.
What is going on up there?
Yeah. Wow. Can't find there.
Un fenómeno que se apareció en ese momento allá en el cielo.
Yo, can't find there, mate.
It all starts about 6 days ago when several strange things began happening all over the world. In Colombia, people had this massive sighting of a mysterious object that they are saying was cloaked in the middle of the clouds. There are several videos and we're going to be taking a look at some of them.
Right.
6 days ago, also, several people all over Reddit started reporting waking up with mysterious marks all over their phone. And it's not just one post, several of them.
These were two weirdly shaped or odd to make the cut in a regular pack of bacon, but
I'm pretty sure this is all just a coincidence. What if it isn't? What if there's something out there and we're being left in the dark? Literally.
All right, everyone. So they shut me down.
Oh, no.
They shut me down for 7 days.
Yeah, it happened to me as well when I made a video about, but see, like, I talked about it prior as well. I talked about a country, specifically in the Middle East, talked with the letter I. Talking is fine, but I showed a specific video along with it, and my channel was put in a YouTube jail for about 21 days. Now it's fine. I spoke with a YouTube rep, and they confirmed to me as well. Right now it's fine, but it took 21 days for the channel to come out of the YouTube jail. So, yeah, man, it is real, though. But TikTok is even more severe, though. Like, yeah, they ban you over stuff. They shadow ban you over, like, some of the craziest stuff. So, or not even the craziest stuff.
Going a bit deeper into this, I found out that people who are tracking 3i Atlas are now being censored on the internet.
Guys, I just wanted to record a video on TikTok and tell you that this is a giant fleet of ships coming in, and they blocked the sound on TikTok.
While tracking 3i Atlas, this guy actually captured what he believes to be a fleet of UFO.
We're at 12:22 AT time. It's so big I can't make this anymore.
He showed what he believes to be the signal of this incoming fleet on a live media website. First, I thought it could be fake. Now he's going completely banned from TikTok. And it's not just him. Dr. Beatriz Villarreal, who did an interview with Ross Coulthard 2 days ago, is also being banned.
Whoa. That is suspect. That is suspect.
It must have been something that she said. We're going to be taking a closer look in that.
But, yeah, I can vouch though, TikTok does, like, you know, censor your videos over some of the slightest stuff. Like, TikTok's algorithm is completely different than YouTube, though. YouTube, yeah, man, if you're going to talk about a specific country in the Middle East, start with the letter I, and you show, like, some actual, you know, some crazy, I mean, I made a video on it, of course I'm not going to talk about it now, because that's what caused the issue on the channel prior. But, I mean, censorship is, we know that, but I also faced it firsthand, I also experienced it. But TikTok is a different beast, though. TikTok is, yeah, they censor you over some of the dumbest.
But the more we look, the stranger it gets. October 23rd, an article came out saying this. A planetary defense probe system has been launched to protect Earth from a Manhattan-sized apocalypse via Atlas. So digging even deeper into this, I found out that the sun has been acting weird for the past couple weeks. And some people are now saying it might actually have something to do with this comet, or should I say, alien comet.
Okay, this is going to sound insane, but I need you to go with me on this because the math...
Maybe we gotta go through the sun at nighttime so we can try and see if we can fix that visual on stage. Maybe, yeah, let's actually see if we can fix the sun or not. Eh? Let's go at the night because at daytime we're like, you know, we're going to light. So daytime you cannot do it. Nighttime, yeah, sure thing. Why not?
That checks out. On October 30th, 2025, 6.2 billion people are going to experience a cosmic consciousness shift simultaneously, and I can prove it with simple math.
Within the same time frame in which all these things started happening, the sun starts acting weird. No one knows why. Experts who study the topic are starting to get this idea that it might actually have something to do with the comets that are incoming.
We get the biggest solar flare that we've had in months, a 6.4 MCOS flare that does in fact launch a coronal mass ejection out towards the Swan comet.
And apparently 3 cosmic events will converge on October 30th.
Because alien mothership to see test as interstellar objects, Atlas, has solar conjunction and perihelion. Is that what you say? Perihelion? What's the any scientists watching this? Any astronaut here? Let us know in the comments, man. Let us know in the comments.
So all this theory, maybe these comets, if they're not comets, they're alien ships.
Yeah.
Something feeding.
You know what? This is actually a video that I remember Tyler actually covered. I'm talking about Secure Team. Years and years ago. Yeah, I mean, the timestamp is off. Well, like 2012 as well. Yeah, I remember seeing this one. Apparently, like an object came close to the sun and started siphoning its energy. Yeah, and for some are believing that Korea Atlas is going behind the sun to siphon the sun's energy. There's that aspect to it. Is it real? Is it not? Nobody knows, right? Perhaps it's gonna be a nothing burger, or perhaps we'll find out where it's going. I guess it's gonna be. I think it's a nothing burger though. But if it actually switches sides, yeah, that's when it's gonna be. That's when it's just gonna hit the fan. But NASA shutting down exactly at that moment when they could have showed us some good images and videos. That's the part that is elephant, right? But again, they're saying it's because of the U.S. government shutdown. Yeah, God knows, man.
On our sun.
But yeah, this is a crazy one. I remember that.
It all sounds pretty crazy, but the deeper we dive, the stranger it gets. So let's start with the basic, and that would be the massive size.
Yeah, let's start with the basic.
Columbia. We're not talking about orbs anymore. Something else is going on. Let's take a look at this. It's coming in from Abito 117 6 days ago in Cucuta, Colombia. And this is one wild video.
Cuckoo what? Yeah, brothers be capturing it. Yeah, we got the barbershop. Perhaps the aliens were there to get a trim.
New light from behind the cloud, isn't it?
Yeah. Oi! Can't start there, man! Knock it off!
In certain moments, it also looks like a light show. I'm not sure. This guy over here, Luis Avendivala, 5 days ago, has a better view of the object. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, so different angle? Same day, same time, but different angle, right? Is that correct, or this was also captured at a different day and time? But similar looking object. I hope this is like same day, same object, but from a different angle. Then that will give it a little bit more validity or more credibility. Still can be fake because
viendo un fenómeno que se ha aparecido en este momento allá en el cielo. Una luz entre azul y verdosa.
There's other videos like this one 4 days ago. This guy's gonna zoom in on the object, whatever this thing is. Look.
Is it one object or 4 different?
What's pretty amazing is that looking at all the videos that people captured of this thing, I don't see the light source on the ground. I don't see light from the ground emitting up to the sky.
Yeah, a couple of bozos there.
It looks like this thing's actually, it's going through the clouds. So if this is a laser, whatever it is, if it's an object that's cloaked behind the clouds, it's pretty weird.
I mean, try like lasering, or try like buying like a small laser, like pointing at it and see like what it does. Yeah, perhaps it's gonna be like, you know how you would show the laser to your cat, and your cat would start like, try to like grab it, run after it. Yeah, see if you can actually manipulate the million bozos with the laser like that. Or perhaps if you do that, they gonna beam you. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be beamed by the aliens for sure.
not the first sighting of something like this. Last one, I guess, was in Las Vegas, and no one knows what those things were.
Oh yeah.
We're clearly behind the clock. Could be the same case here.
Nah, that sound in the back is just added for whatever reason. That's why, I mean, I don't know, man. Videos on TikTok are very, very hard to believe and trust nowadays because of so much AI bullcrap out there. You know what I mean? This could be real. I'm not saying this specific one is false, okay? But because of the audio, you know, instant click in my mind. Because I've seen like so many fake UFO videos on TikTok. So obvious fake ones, okay? This one still is very intriguing. May very well be real, may not be real. But I've seen so many obvious fakes that it's just, you probably have came across them too. So yeah. Beep, beep. So there is real sound of the cars in the background, because that kind of helps sell it even more that it may be real. But
this one over here to the left, I'd say this could be a light coming from the ground, strobe. These other two, to me, it clearly looks like they're going through the cloud over here. So whatever that is, it looks like it could be hiding behind a cloud. If it is a cloaked object, it could be something else, just a light show. But what if it isn't? So let's search for more sightings all over the world.
If it's a light show, I feel like there would be a lot more of that. Like a lot more of the drones for those shows. They're not gonna send out like 4 drones and be like, yeah, light show guys, yay! You know, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna send at least 40 or 400. Yeah, let's do it grand. Let's do it big. Instead of like, yeah, 4 light drones. Yeah, light show guys, enjoy it. Yeah, I'll just light show those. Either real or fake.
See, people are seeing similar things. Okay, so a few days ago in Siwa, Egypt, someone caught this. Oh my gosh.
A BB. Oh my god. How do you say tranquilo in Arabic? I just know Habibi means my love, my friend, right? Tranquilo. How would you? Yeah, I want to learn that.
Okay, so someone is actually saying that this is an AI video. Yeah, take a closer look into this account. I'd say, yeah.
Man, this is why I had trust issues, dog.
As most videos are fake. 2 days ago, Corpusauros posted this video to Reddit. She says, my boyfriend and I were driving home and saw this flashing light. We have driven this road a lot. We have never observed this before. It seems stationary. No audio.
Yeah, Hadian, that means tranquilo, I guess, in Arabic. Any Arabic person in my chat, let me know how you say that. Whoa.
It's pretty high for this kind.
Oh, man. Yeah, it would be scary driving through the night. Yeah, man, the atmosphere is just 10 out of 10. This is how, like, horror movies start. This reminds me of that Get Out movie. You know, when the main characters or main actors, I'm forgetting his name, great actor though, when they're on the highway and he's about to get catfished.
So someone said, okay, so give us the exact location. Someone actually has a link to it.
There's a video on social media now. That's why I'm coming on today. Because I saw this video on social media where someone is explaining that getting teeth in 24 hours is not a good process for people. But I'm going to tell you, it was a good process for me.
Yep, this is it. That's perfect. Let's take a look at this. Here we go. This is an... Yeah, but this does not look like the same place. Yeah, it could be the same place. So this could actually be... So maybe that was it. But what's weird about these drones, UFOs, Atlas mystery that people are talking about is the fact that in November we started seeing drones and orbs. Now, this year, we saw a lot of these orbs, less of the drones. And apparently now people are seeing objects that don't look like the drones and don't look like the orbs, that actually look like nothing we've ever seen. Take a look. Okay.
Oh,
Where
hey.
is that?
Yo, Wingardium Leviosa. It's not working. Damn it, man. Harry Potter spell's not working.
I see that these things are ramping up. Wait a minute.
That's top officer.
Okay, so this one over here. Oh my gosh, I saw it.
Wait. It's gotta come. Yeah. Oh, what? It didn't.
Oh my gosh, guys, what? That does not look like a drone. Wait, is that the same thing?
It looks like an entire family aboard that UFO mothership or some shit like that.
This guy saw? Look at that. That thing is actually a... Look. Oh my gosh. Look. A bunch of lights actually. This is not a balloon. It says what is that? Are you kidding me? This is like happening all over.
It looks like more Vietnam vessels until someone has a clear video shot of this garbage. Yeah, people got trust issues. Understandably, not blaming anybody. Even I got trust issues. Now this does not mean personally, right? Like I do believe that we're not alone. But it's just hard to believe that this. Maybe that's what it is, man. Maybe the government really wanted to cause all this. Maybe they really wanted to cause all this, right? So even when you get to see the real UFOs, you just cannot believe it because of the obvious manipulation and obvious fake videos that are out there. What do you guys fall for your government tricks, NASA and Hollywood balls? Have y'all asked yourself why are you so called? Why are you so called? I cannot even read English, motherfucker. Why are you so called? Why are you so called UFOs? Your buddy country, the UK, use your brains and most important. Okay, alright. Yeah, comment.
That reminds me of this video.
Yeah, the Venom one.
Yeah.
They called it Christmas Venom.
That's kind of crazy. That was last year. And 6 days ago in New Jersey, once again.
Yeah, it looks like those Doritos ship UFOs. Bunch of
So I'm
red
thinking
dots.
maybe these new type of objects that people are now seeing, maybe they're the same thing morphing into something else to the skies.
These incursions, whatever they are, may not necessarily be
Here's a couple of must-know tugboat tricks in Rust. You might have noticed on the tugboats in Rust, you can't make a proper airlock on the cabin underneath. Since the update, a lot of people have been getting geeked on it, where you can actually place a variety of deployables close to the doorway to create a makeshift airlock and stop this happening. You can use a workbench like this, where you can use 2 lockers arranged this way, or if you're broke and super hungry, you can use 2 fridges. Also, take a look under the tugboat now. If you grab a diving tank, diving fins, and a spear gun, you can go under the tugboat, hold Shift W, and swim up. In certain positions, you'll be able to spear people standing in the cabin. Big. Here's a couple of must-know tugboat tricks in Rust. You might have noticed on the tugboats in Rust, you can't make a proper airlock on the cabin underneath. Since the update, a lot of people have been getting geeked on it, where you can actually place a variety of deployables close to the doorway to create a makeshift airlock and stop this happening. You can use a workbench like this, where you can use 2 lockers arranged this way, or if you're broke and super hungry, you can use 2 fridges. Also, take a look under the tugboat now. If you grab a diving tank, diving fins, and a spear gun, you can go under the tugboat, hold Shift W, and swim up. In certain positions, you'll be able to spear people standing in the cabin. Big. Here's a couple of must-know tugboat tricks in Rust. You might have noticed on the tugboats in Rust, you can't make a proper airlock on the cabin underneath. Since the update, a lot of people have been getting geeked on it, where you can actually place a variety of deployables close to the doorway to create a makeshift airlock and stop this happening. Use a workbench like this, where you can use 2 lockers arranged this way, or if you're broke and super hungry, you can use 2 fridges. Also, take a look under the tugboat now. If you grab a diving tank, diving pins and a spear gun, you can go under the tugboat, hold Shift W and swim up. Certain positions, you'll be able to
drones. There are people who would have described to me seeing all black objects coming into airspace and then in some way morphing into shapes of aircraft. Whatever's going on, it's weird.
Yeah, there was a lot of this, right? People were noticing these roads, but then they would start to look.
It's the best injury law firm in Shreveport, Roger. The people voted, and it is.
Like planes, but they were not planes, from different shapes to looking like planes. Yeah, there was a whole lot of that. Maybe everybody was originating nature or something to a plane from that. But one thing for certain, something did go down in New Jersey. The Customs Administration did respond by saying that, yep, it is our fault. But they never told us why they were. We never got that answer.
And then there's this. This refers to humans 6 days ago. Update on strange bird type of will explain someone says. Waking up with unexplainable. So this is kind of a coincidence, isn't it? It started 6 days ago. There was 2 days in a row, different subreddits, different people. Then all of a sudden it's exactly the same time frame. All of these things started happening. Most likely just a coincidence. And then there's this.
Guys, I just went to record a video on TikTok and tell you that this was a giant fleet of ships coming in, and they blocked the sound on TikTok. They legitimately blocked the sound. This is a giant fleet of other ships.
At first I thought this guy was kind of making it up, and I still think that these could be weird signals in the live meter and not alien fleet. But why is this guy's account being banned? So he detected what he believes to be fleets of UFOs. This is coming from AZ Desert Rider 26. His account is about to be shut down according to him.
Oh wow.
What was it proposed?
Shut down or he means like it already even like TikTok sale, like shadow ban or restrictions. Because shutdown means like your entire account is being wiped out, right?
That we couldn't see.
Wait till you see this. People, this is impossible. Mother Nature's not this like this is no way.
This line?
This is something other.
So this guy basically going into the live.
I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Meteor website and checking it out. And he explains what a normal meteor looks like.
So you're aware, this is what a normal meteor signature looks like, normal operation. That's what a normal meteor looks like coming in.
Ooh, okay. Like small one like that.
Normal operation of this whole site. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. This is normal operation. There's no white static. There's no horizontal lines. None of the anomalies or shapes that we see come in until you get white static and horizontal lines. Then you will start to see objects, communication, or other things possible. And so you're all aware. This is normal operation. This is what it uses.
Okay, so he's like, okay, he seems knowledgeable. So he's like watching live meteors live stream actually, and looks like that he has been watching stuff like that for a while to have that knowledge. So yeah, he has been spying that pretty heavy. He has been what's the word? He has been there's a word for it, but
it looks like compared to the videos that I'm showing.
And now he's snitching on
He's an expert on the topic, but then again, he's been tracking these things for a while. And in one certain video, he caught this.
Holy shit. Oh man.
There's a lot of things happening at the same time.
Ship right there, guys.
That's weird.
Can someone else confirm if any of you also like spy these things on the live stream? Because yeah, it seems like that he's not making it up. It seems like that he's just like pointing out what he saw on the live stream. And Big Ship, this slide, the side is down. just arriving on Earth. So apparently the flight went down, the screen went down when he saw that. Okay, I mean, he's just pointing it out. Might be, okay, this might be valid.
Shit.
So that's the signature that the live media tracking website captures, and he's saying it's a fake. And it kind of sounds ridiculous. How come he's the only one who knows this? It kind of sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not just him. Oh, scientists, Dr. Betry and Sheila Rowan, also with Matt, indexing research. After this, let's take a look.
Different information. One is maybe that there's something we don't know about the human civilization, and maybe we had a few of these already. And
So maybe there's a prior human civilization that was wiped out, as people like Graham Hancock talk about, you know, the young Rice and after.
Okay.
Maybe there was a prior human civilization, and a lot of these megalithic monuments we see on the planet are in fact remnants of a previous, possibly human civilization.
I remember something.
Secret General?
This is it. According to official history, no superior civilization existed before our time. The official narrative is that this wall was formed over a period of millions of years. Let's take a look at this.
Where is that? Spain? Ooh. That's the wall, huh? Yeah, it's GTA 6 map leak, ladies and gentlemen. Man, when is that game coming out, bro? Aliens coming before GTA 6? Yeah, bro. I mean, come on, man. When are we gonna get the disclosure, though? Sick and tired of hearing about disclosure happening in next 2 weeks, next 2 months, next 2 years. For how long we have been hearing in the next 2 years we're gonna go to disclosure, in the next 2 weeks we're gonna have it. We have been hearing about that for decades and still nothing. I wouldn't say nothing. I guess that's the expression, that's generally how like we talk, but when you actually get serious about the topic, yeah, man, the needle is moving. It's very slow though, it's painfully slow. But things are changing, as in like UFO hearings, whistleblowers coming out. Maybe it's all science, maybe it's all like government-controlled psyop. Perhaps that's what it is, you know. But things are surely happening. Maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. Only time will tell us for sure.
So you can actually find out on Google Earth.
I hope for the better.
Where is it?
I got my Harry Potter wand, so hopefully it's gonna be alright. Got my bomb of war, so I'm ready. You know? Canadian bomb of war.
It has been artificially made. Yeah, it's too perfectly straight. I'm not sure nature can do this. It does actually look like the wall from this perspective. Perfect, giant wall. With Aragon.
That drone pilot deserves a raise.
Spain.
Have you ever wondered what you would look like with a man that is small? In fact, your smile has another view of the relationship, confidence, dating life, and clearer than you think. See, 88% of Americans agree that they will always remember someone, especially a woman, that's an attractive smile. And chances are you are part of that percentage of the population. And sure, you probably thought about getting done with it. However, you may have thought it's either excruciatingly painful or excruciatingly expensive. And you could be right, or terribly wrong. Give me 30 seconds and I'll share how you can get your perfect smile done in a day. Yes, in 24 hours. While
Giants in Spain.
Brother-in-law lives in Spain, way out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's like nothing but rolling hills, farmland, vineyards, little villages. One of this little village church, it's a Catholic church. And he goes in because he's heard about that. And there's like this 4x4 glass plate in the floor. And the church is built on top of what looks like some sort of a grave, right? 4x4 glass plate. He's got pictures of it.
Okay.
And he starts taking photographs. So there's a 10-footer standing.
You got a kid.
Standing in that mass. Because that's what it is. And it's where the
Wait, that kind of reminds me of the Caracas school. I'm not sure I can actually show this, but we can check it out.
maybe some human probes are hard, and a person here, Patrick Jackson, beautiful suggestion of surveillance network. That's a possibility. Nature can always surprise us with something we could never imagine. So I cannot exclude that there might be some other explanation that is just outside of nature.
Crazy man, bro. But you may be right. You might be right.
So if you specifically space,
it's a crazy game, but it's not so crazy. I mean, there is a lot of things that, yeah, even if we captured it, they shut down with things that they get it. They just let it. Never started. They're just keeping it up the back. If they can make me look like one of those slides, that money hair.
Instead of carbs. Day 4. Two things may be starting to happen. You're either feeling a massive increase in energy, focus, and productivity, or feeling lethargic and irritable. If you're already feeling amazing, then congratulations. It just gets easier. If you're feeling lethargic, remember sugar is application of energy. You're going to withdraw. The only question is, stuff your face with pasta and candy and continue life as before? Or do you push onward to day 5 and 6, heading towards your goal of having more energy than ever, easily losing stubborn fat? What would happen?
What's up? What up, bitch?
That
Chilling.
shit won't open. Huh?
I said, are y'all not been on the work?
What?
I'm down.
I just woke up, man.
Down, whatever.
I didn't.
Your shit's so low, I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on. It's because I'm on my phone, bro. Yeah, I'm in the bathroom.
Oil rig was sniping niggas. Yeah, we hear. Yo. Yo. Oh, what's up? Well, what's up? Can't hear me? There we go. What's up? Just doing oil rig right now. Yeah. Once I fucking turn the bitch on, though, niggas are gonna pull up. Hell yeah. You're gonna see I activated this bitch. Oh, yeah, that shit really doesn't matter. Just as long as you put shit in it. It's just right now I'm trying to do oil rig so I could get some cameras and shit. Make some C4 components. Try to set up some turrets. What happened last night? Yeah, I just went to sleep or what? Yeah. I don't have Battlefield 6, by the way, Gerardo. You gotta get that bitch. Shit. Black Ops. Yeah. Hey, the good thing about this fucking boat that I got is you can put doors in them, lock them, so people don't take your shit. Motherfucker clean. Yeah. Put key doors and shit. Key lock. Niggas are gonna pull up on minis. Just yesterday. It's boosted, so it's solo duo thing. Pretty easy. Huh? Oh no, he works. I'm basically just solo this shit. He said he was probably gonna get off. He works in Texas right now. So the weather I don't think affects him from over here. Oh, for real? Yeah, I didn't know. He said something about rain. So he was just gonna pull up, see if they gave him off. Oh fuck, I'm almost dead. Oh. Minutes to get the fuck out of here. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. God damn it, bro. God damn it, bro. My stupid ass got countered because I wasn't eating. Oh, fuck. Countered. Countered. Chill. Ya estoy live, güey. About to end that bitch though. I'm gonna go eat. Hungry as fuck. Trying to go get me some. Oh yeah, I heard some niggas. Pussy ass nigga. Popped his ass. Oh fuck, this nigga was loaded. Oh fuck. Get the fuck out of here. Holy shit. That nigga was loaded. Fuck. I already did, bro. That nigga was eating. Take all his shit. Holy fuck, this nigga was loaded. Stupid loaded. God damn.
Ah, shit.
That nigga talking some shit. Oh fuck, I panicked, bro. I should have waited for him to come out. You gotta build them, nigga. Or kill niggas. Oh, you get. No, you gotta do like puzzles and shit. Just do puzzles and then you'll get guns. You research them and then you can make them. Like monument puzzles, like the oil rig or like airfield and shit. You gotta get cards, fuses. You just get the components. Like you might need a, let's say a spring, and then a semi. Holy fuck! Scared the shit out of me. Dang, cannibalism, nigga. The fucking boar eating the deer. What the fuck? Never seen that shit. You gotta get like break barrels. You can break some barrels, get some springs, semi-auto bodies and shit like that. But you can't build it unless you learn it. No, just go ahead and find it. You just find the gun. You gotta go ahead and do the puzzles. Inside the puzzles, there's sometimes crates, military crates, and you can find a gun. It can be a fucking AK or it could be a shotgun. If you don't have it learned, you learn the blueprint of it. Like you dismantle it and then you learn it, how to build it and what you need. And it'll tell you like you need maybe 2 springs, 1 body, and like 50 wood and metal, and then you just craft it. And you need like a certain level crafting bench. There's 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, but you gotta get those from like heavy scientist. It's rare. Yeah, them niggas tough. I was just doing that shit earlier. Trevor. I don't. Be watching the nigga. Be watching the nigga Welling. You know Welling? Watch. I'm gonna go raid that nigga that we just saw. Holy fuck, motherfucker was stacked. Yeah, they can use rockets or C4. Nah, it doesn't. It takes 1 C4 for a door. 1 C4 for this and like maybe 20 explosive ammos to break one of these. It takes time, yeah, to build it, I guess. Holy fuck. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back there. Look, there's a rifle body. You can use rifle body. Where's the crafting? Look, like for the AK, it says you need a level 3 workbench. Then you need like metal, the rifle body, 4 springs, and some wood. Then for the rocket launcher, it tells you everything. But like for this map, I don't need to learn the what's it called? The blueprints. It's already up. Like it's already there. Which is what I like. I don't like fucking searching for them hoes. Which I'm about to rate this nigga. He gonna piss pantaloons. He's gonna shit his cajones. I don't know. Watch. I'm about to fuck it. Damn. I don't have shit to rate them. Yeah, but this server right here, I got what's it called? Offline protection. If you put up the barrier, yeah. If you put up the barrier, if not, then yeah, they fucking kill you. Huh? No. Why? No, you can offline rate niggas. You can offline rate niggas. Some of them don't even put it up. I offline rated some niggas yesterday. Watch, I'm about to show you the base I took over. Got that fucking bunker base, nigga. Pull up, nigga. Hell no. What, you see this big base right here? I raided this bitch last night. I mean, yesterday. We'll fuck it clean. Damn, someone raided my shit back. Oh, damn, I didn't patch up the windows. That's why. Yeah, they couldn't get in. Dumbass niggas. That's the boy Moses. Look, this is a base I fucking. I believe that shit too. They didn't get shit, nigga. They get you with taxes now. Google taxes. What the fuck? No fucking way, bro. These motherfuckers, they're building next to me. I gotta get them. Kill them. Fucking. Two motherfuckers, bro. Holy fuck. I won't be able to get them. There's two of them niggas. Can't get their ass. They're building big as fuck, too. Holy fuck. God damn it. God damn it, dude. I'm basically in the snow. These are some Arabic niggas. Huh? Hell yeah. Some weird ass shit. God damn it. Half of the time you can't understand them, nigga. Sound like they got phlegm in their shit. Oh, fuck. Holy fuck. God damn. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. They see my ass. Hey. Pussy ass bitch. No! You fucking. Ugh. God damn it. Muslim Hanzo. That's his name. That's his name, dude. God damn it. God damn it, bro. Where that boy Moses at? Man, fuck that shit. I'll get on later. Y'all get a Minecraft, let me know. I'm gonna go eat.